Hey, what's going on YouTube? Today's video is a happy Easter video. I'm gonna fill your Easter baskets with 3 players to invest in right now to make stubs down the line, as well as give you some tips and tricks to increase your stub count here in MLB the Show 22. This week I finished a few teams. The Dodgers, I got lucky and opened Trey Turner in a free pack while we were grinding. I finished the White Sox, the Cardinals, the Rockies, the Giants. So I finished those teams and I'm sitting at around, let me look here, I think we're about 237, and I have a ton of gold cards that I bought for investments for the next week or two. Actually, it'll probably be a little longer than that, and I'll explain that all here in this video, so let's get into it. All right, so first up, you might have seen Tops Now came out this week, and we have a Tops Now program. Let's go into that. As you know, this is always the monthly program that we get for the Player of the Month. Now, we won't get the Player of the Month, obviously, until the beginning of May, so we have a couple weeks to work with here, and they just gave us Stage 1, which was some moments, and that's pretty much it. And if you got those done, you got Jeremy Pena, you got Joey Bart, Hunter Green, Stephen Kwan, Seth Beer, but we see it keeps going out here into Stage 2, and at the end of Stage 2 is Andre Dawson. Now, we can't get him until, I believe they said May 6th or something around then is when the next part comes out. They weren't specifically clear if there'd be more, if there'd be an actual Player of the Month card here. I'm guessing there will be, but they haven't really said. I don't know if this will be the final card. So if it is the final card, it's really good. You know, Andre Dawson's always, if you've ever used Andre Dawson in the game, you know he's really, really good. His swing is amazing. And these cards always play over what they say. So this will be a banger-ass card. Getting back to these Tops Now cards, the moments were really easy. It literally took about 15 minutes tops to do all the moments. I think the hardest one might have been the Joey Bart homer. Either way, they were super easy and you get these cards, right? Now, you're going to need these cards for the collection. 40 points is what the collection is going to be worth. You can see over there 40 points. You're going to need these to complete the program. You can either keep these to help yourself complete the program, or you can sell them. I recommend keeping them because I always like to do these programs, and you're also going to need these cards down the line when we get into the collection rewards. As you know, last year we had, what, 3, I believe, collections, and you're going to need those. So if you don't care about the big collections, fine, go ahead and sell them. And there's money to be made by buying more if you have stubs to burn. Let me show you. All right, we filtered down the Tops Now, and here's the cards, right? Let's just start with Jeremy Pena. We look at the marketplace. See, when they came out on the 15th, they were really high, and now they're gradually going down in price every day. If you have the stubs like me, I've already bought 4 of these, and I haven't even done the moments yet. I have 3 of the Joey Barts, I have 4 Kwans, and I have 4 Hunter Greens. Throughout the day, the prices will go down today, and probably this week as people are completing these moments, more and more people are completing them and selling the cards. So you want to get in here if you have the extra stubs and buy them. And why? Because when people realize, duh, the collection reward's pretty good, I think I might want to do that. These prices are going to go up and you can make a ton of stubs. Full thing is out and the collection is ready to be done. These 5 right here especially will be even more valuable because they've been out longer. People have sold them already and then they're going to have to go back and buy them. As you can see here, $29.78 for Hunter Green, $31.26 for Joey Bart, $18.77 for Pena there, Juan $21.84. I think he's even down more today, and Seth Beer $27.86. Seth Beer's down a little bit more, but everybody else is actually up from the prices I paid. We might have to go in here and snag a couple more Seth Beers. So yeah, I'm heavily invested in the Tops Now cards. Like I said, it's a good way to make some money if you've got extra stubs laying around and you're not in a hurry to spend them. I don't know what the floor is on these, but I wouldn't wait around too long. I'd get in there and get as many as you can afford to buy right now. All right, other cards I would be buying right now is these Central Division 84 gold prospects. As you can see, they're down in the 1500s. If you can pick these up for under, I would say 1569, very nice. I would go ahead and do that because these will rebound. As you can see, some of the other 84s. So the West Conquest map was the first one we got, and these prices for the West were all down in the 1500s, just like the Central are now. And as you can see, 2048 right there, 2028 right there. Emerson Hancock's the only one who hasn't came back yet. I'm not sure why, because it's actually a pretty good card. I would recommend buying him. Quick sell value on 84s, if you remember, is 1500, so you're really not going to lose any stubs. But I would probably invest in Emerson as well. But as you can see, all the Central ones, Sal Frelick, Nick Gonzalez, they're all cheap. And the same thing's going to happen when we get the East map later this week. These should all dip down into the low 1500s. Buy them up. Will rebound. Eventually, these will all rebound back to 3,000. They're slowly getting there, and you can double your stubs easily. Get in there and buy those up as well if you have stubs for investing. I know people come into my chat and they say, man, Buck, The margins are tight this year, super tight. But if you look at perks, gaps are usually wider in the diamond ones, but I feel like there's more risk because people don't buy them as often. But look at some of these gaps. I mean, there's a 500 stub gap right there, clear after taxes. There's another one right there. This one is about 600 after taxes. There's some pretty good gaps in the diamonds, so if you want a more risky, high reward flip, diamonds is the place to come, the diamond perks. I flipped a few the other day. There's usually pretty good margins here in the diamond perk. All right, like I said, I had 3 names of players I thought that would be good investment for later on down the road. Very, very cheap prices right now is Angels outfielder Joe Adale. Now, this is his first full season in the majors. He's off to a pretty good start. His OPS right now is sitting at about 850. He's slugging right around 600. His on-base percentage is where he's having the issue because he's striking out a lot. Batting average doesn't look impressive, but you know, an 860-ish OPS and a 114 OPS plus, pretty good start to the season. He's got a couple homers. If he can just cut down on the strikeouts, man, he can really excel. He's shown flashes so far this year in a small sample size, but for 28 stubs, like literally you can buy him for 28 stubs right now. Really not losing out on anything, because if he doesn't pan out in a month or so, we look at these stats and he's still not doing anything, you just sell them and get your stubs back. Actually, you'll still probably make stubs because they're so cheap right now. Adale is somebody I got about 100 of right now, and I just keep buying him up because he's so cheap, and I really believe that he's gonna have a breakout season this year. Joe Adale is the first name for investment players that I'm giving you today. All right, the second name is Minnesota Twins Luis Arias. Now, right now you can buy him for 40. He's selling for 90, so that's actually even a decent flip. 40 stubs. He's a 71 overall, as you can see today, playing up to a 76. He's off to a great start. He doesn't have a ton of power, but he's hitting 348 this season. He's got a 400 on base, 522 slugging for a 922 OPS. He does have a homer he's going to hit. If we look at his card right now, as you can see, his power is down, but his contact against righties is up, but he's actually hitting left-handers. He's hitting everybody this year. Definitely see an increase on his card. If he can pop a few more homers, he's going to get some power as well. His vision's probably not going to go anywhere, but he's a very good player, very good hitter, and in that Minnesota lineup, he has a chance to do some good things. As you can see in the marketplace, his cards were up at the beginning of the year. Right now, they're slowly going down every day, so this is the time to get in there and buy 40 stubs. If you look at that, his lowest, you can see somebody's buying a bunch of them at 29. So if you put in a ton of orders at 30 stubs, they're going to fill throughout the day. So just get in there. I'm not going to say who's the 29 buy price at 130. But yeah, if you want to go to 30 stubs and buy a bunch of them, that's fine. I'm still going to get them over the course of the night, you know, because people just keep selling them all the time. So Luis Arias is name number 2. Great hitter. All right, last but not least, this is the highest priced one of the 3 I'm going to give you, and that is Andrew Vaughn. As you can see right now, somebody's crazy and paying 100 stubs, but usually you can pick him up for 80 stubs all day long. As you can see, 80, 81, and 82. There's even somebody 83 and 84. So you could go 85 if you want to and feel safe about it, because as you see, he's selling for anywhere from 148. I flipped a few at 169. Nice, I know. But yeah, his market moves all day long, and there's a reason for that. It's because he's a great hitter who has a lot of power, and he has a lot of room to grow inside of this card. Right now this year, he's hitting 348 with a 400 on base, 652 slugging for a 1052 OPS. He's got 2 bombs, 6 RBIs, and he's kind of just a forgotten player in that White Sox lineup that's loaded. You got Eloy, you got Tim Anderson, Luis Robert, Jose Abreu, and then you got this dude who's just absolutely killing the ball for the White Sox. And I expect him to do this all year as long as he stays healthy, knock on wood. I think this is, out of the 3 names, the best hold for gold we have. I honestly believe he could grow with his, if we look at his stats here, his contact definitely has a lot of room to grow with, you know, because he's going to hit for a decent average. So his contact and his vision are all going to go up. His power against right-handers, he faces nothing but right-handers pretty much, and he crushes. So he's got a lot of room to grow in the power versus right-handers, contact, right, left, and vision. Like I said, he's a 72 overall. Right now, he would get 8 points to get to a gold. I think he's easily the best candidate of the 3 that I'm giving you for a hold for gold. So I would definitely get in there and buy him up. Like I said, anywhere from 85 to 90 stubs is safe. Definitely my number 1 investment player. I invest in him in real life too. I have a ton of his cards. I really like him a lot. He's a disgusting hitter. And if you remember, there's new quick sell prices this year. So even if you paid 100 stubs for him and he went to an 80 gold, say, your quick sell is 400. So you quadruple your stubs if you decide to quick sell them at 400. But if he gets to 80, you can sell them for more than that. That's because that's the quick sell price. So his price will actually be somewhere between 500 and 600. So you can make a ton of stubs by getting in on Andrew Vaughn right now. That's the video. I hope everybody out there today has an awesome Easter with your family. But make sure to get in there and check out the investment players I gave you. Pick them up as much as possible and have a great time playing this game. I'm loving this game this year. There are issues. Obviously, there's glaring issues. I know you see them on people talking about them on Twitter all the time. Don't let that affect how you see this game. It's a video game. Have fun with it. Don't listen to the outside noise. Don't let it affect you having fun in the video game. I'm still having fun even though it's rough sometimes. The hitting's a little rough for me, you know, and things happen that, you know, that shouldn't happen, but that's just it's a video game. It's not that serious. All right, so don't listen to the loud noise on Twitter. Just enjoy the game if you enjoy it, and that's all there is to it. Don't listen to anything else. Just have fun. If you want to have a fun time while you're playing the game, come hang out on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/bigoldbuck. Our community is growing very fast again since I've gotten back on baseball full time, and we're having a blast, man. Even when we have rough days with the gameplay, the community is awesome. We talk baseball all day, we talk the show all day, we talk about real life stuff all day, and we have a lot of fun. So come hang out over at twitch.tv/bigoldbuck. If you're new to the channel here on YouTube, make sure to hit the subscribe button. It's free, and make sure you leave a thumbs up because it helps the channel analytics a lot. Turn on my playlist and let it run. Let's get some watch hours going so we can get that YouTube partnership this year. I appreciate that very, very much. We're getting close. We're about 500 watch hours away, so I appreciate everybody who's taking time to watch my videos. I'm going to try to get more videos out. Right now, it's just been the once a week, and I hope it's helpful for you guys. I'm doing my best. Just a lot of family stuff going on right now, and so time is a lot more limited than it was last year. Having said that, I hope everybody has an awesome Easter, and I will catch you here next week, same buck time, same buck channel.